Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ooh, barakatuh.
I'm from Houston, Texas. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, peoples. Welcome in. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This is your soul sister, Mayya. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Soul Sisters with Mayya Al Saeed and my lovely co-host Vanessa Mehri. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good.
So this episode is our last episode of the season. Can you believe that?
Oh, that went really fast.
I
Went
know.
by super fast.
Although we did start it back in July, was it?
Mm-hmm.
And now we are like nearly the end of the year. It does feel like was, just in a jiffy, as they say.
Yeah, but it's been so memorable.
So much fun.
I had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
And I'm excited about next season. Abdullah, is there going to be a next season?
Are we coming back? Do you want us back? Does anybody want us back?
Please make sure you leave us comments and let us know. When thinking of ending the episode, I came up with the idea to get personal. Because I feel that our strength, Vanessa, is that we are authentic. Mm-hmm. There's no filters.
Very open about
everything. And I think that's what makes us relatable with so many people and all over the world, because we're just being ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea was to write a letter to our younger selves.
Yeah.
So do you want to go first?
Oh, yeah. No, you go first.
Why do I always have to
So
go
that
first?
I can prepare myself mentally for this one.
Okay.
Hey.
So I decided to write to myself when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And because I felt at that point in time, I don't know, when I said, okay, I'm going to write to myself, 17 just showed up. And then I remembered being so confused and so lost. And I think at that moment, it would have been nice to receive something from my future self, just telling me that everything will be okay.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm coming from.
Okay. Shoot.
Okay. So dear Mayya, don't be alarmed, but this is your future self speaking. I am you in the future, writing to you from 2022. As a 17 years old, I know you're going through a lot and life isn't easy for you right now. I have to tell you that everything will turn out for the best. But there are a couple of things I want you to know. Number one, please stop caring about what people think of you.
Mm-hmm.
Never change who you are or what you believe in simply to please people. People, friends, family are currently, speaking bad about you, commenting about your looks, your eyebrows, your hijab. Let them. Believe me, in the future, you are beautiful because of them. Number two, don't stop praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no matter what happens. Always keep this relationship strong. You need Him more than He needs you. There are times in your life where He will be the only one there for you. Cherish this relationship. You will be getting married soon. Yes, you will find love and you will have 2 beautiful children as a result of that marriage. I don't want to spoil too much for you, but you will love them and they will love you unconditionally. I have some sad news. Your marriage will end and it's going to be one of the hardest things you will have to go through. It is going to be painful. You will feel hopeless, but I'm here to tell you, don't give up. You will get through, and this experience will change you. You will become stronger in all aspects of your personality as a result of it. You are going to be an amazing speaker. You're going to be inspiring others with your story, with your beautiful heart, character, and deen. I am so proud of me, you, and the beautiful but difficult journey life has been for you. It is necessary for you to go through everything that you will face because 41-year-old you is a result of this past. You are successful in everything you do. Trust yourself. The friends you have now are still your friends 30 years down the line. You are still close. In fact, you're all meeting up for dinner later on today. You'll also make new friends who will become sisters.
Oh. So cute.
Oh, and before I end this letter, there's so much I want to tell you, but I don't want to spoil life for you. Just remember, grow through what you go through. Finally, I want to tell you that you will find love again in the most unexpected way. He is everything you ever wanted, simply a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stay strong, keep faith in Allah, see the good in every situation, treat others with kindness, always. Remember, there is always light at the end of a tunnel. I have to go now, my darling, my beautiful soul. I love you and so proud of the woman you became. All my love, me.
Oh, that is nice. And your eyes are still dry.
Yeah. But as I was writing it, I fought my tears.
Wow.
Because I really did see myself at 17 receiving this letter. Maybe being scared at the beginning. Who is this? Why are you sending me this letter? What is it for? But as well, I didn't want to give too much away. I didn't want to be a future teller. I wanted me to just have some lessons, some comfort. It's going to get rough, but you're going to be okay. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, that's all we need to hear to just keep going, isn't it?
That reassurance.
Yeah, the reassurance and just to,
and
give
not
up.
give too much away, because then it's like, it's okay, I'm good. I'm good. No. You need to live.
Yeah.
And living means making mistakes, going through hard times, not focusing too much on them, but just always keep pushing. Always keep pushing.
Yeah, I feel like these letters are perfect for our daughters who are around that age bracket.
But the experience we've had, and I think life is very different from when I was 17 as to life now. They're exposed to so much.
Yes, they are.
They are not as vulnerable as we used to be. I think they're more closed off because of all the judgment and all the... I don't know if you feel that.
They're a lot more self-aware and a lot more critical of themselves today than they were.
That's a beautiful way of putting it.
It's sad though. It's
It
sad,
is.
but at the same time, I like because teens today are really good at expressing themselves when they need to, like voicing themselves. So that's a good. But yeah, there's definitely the bad where self-love needs to be drilled now more than ever.
True, and let's hope this episode will do that.
Inshallah.
Anyway, you've heard my letter, so we'll take a short break. Then you will come back and listen to yours, Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
See you in a bit. Welcome back to Soul Sisters. This is your host, Mayya Saeed. In the studio with me is my lovely co-host, Vanessa Mehri. And just before the break, I read a letter to my younger self. And now we're about to hear Vanessa. But Vanessa, before you start, how are you feeling before reading this letter out?
My palms are actually sweaty. So there's that.
You do realize whatever you say, the reason why we decided to do this show is because of the impact that this will have on ourselves, on our children, and anyone who is listening. So take it from that.
Yeah, which is actually what inspired me to write the letter in the first place. You know, I know there's somebody out there who's going to need to hear this. And so I really hope after listening to this that you're able to look at your life in a different way and just be kinder to yourself.
Take it away, Vanessa.
We ready?
Yes.
Buckle up. Okay. Dear Younger, so this is for my 13-year-old self. I moved out of home when I was 15, just for context.
Okay.
All right. Okay, dear younger and very stubborn me. I know you're still in school and trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, and I know that you may be feeling lost or unsure of yourself. But trust me when I say that everything will work out in the end. Right now, things might not always be easy, and you might not always understand why things are happening the way they are. But everything will work out in the end. You are strong and capable, and you will get through whatever challenges come your way. I know that right now it feels like the pain you're experiencing will never end, but please believe me when I say that time truly does heal all wounds. It may not seem like that right now, but with each passing day, the hurt you're feeling will slowly start to fade. In the meantime, it's important to take care of yourself and give yourself the love and compassion that you deserve. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family members, and don't be afraid to seek professional help if you need it. Remember to also practice self-care and do things that make you happy, even if it's just for a little while. There will be ups and downs along the way, but the important thing is to always keep moving forward and never give up on your dreams. And keep cooking as well. One thing I wish I could tell you is not to be afraid to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. It can be scary to try new things and put yourself out there, but that's where the real growth and learning happens. So go ahead and try that thing you've always wanted to do, even if it scares you. You might surprise yourself with what you're capable of. Always be true to yourself. Don't let anyone else dictate who you should be or what you should do. Follow your heart and your passions. You are going to break some hearts, and your heart is going to be broken a few times. And when you do, you're going to feel a mix of emotions, including guilt, regret, and sadness. It's never easy to hurt someone we care about, and I know that you never wanted to cause anyone pain. But please remember that it's okay to make mistakes, and it's possible to learn and grow from them. The most important thing is to take responsibility for your actions, apologize sincerely, and try to make things right. It is also important to forgive yourself and not dwell on the past. Instead, focus on the present and on moving forward in a positive way. It's long, isn't it? We're almost at the end.
No, take your time.
Again, remember to take care of yourself. This means taking time to rest and recharge, eating well and staying active. Don't quit swimming. The ocean is therapeutic and sharks aren't waiting for you as soon as you dip your foot in. Surround yourself with people who support and care about you, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. As you grow older, you will face many more challenges and make many more choices. The world can be a tough place, but if we all work together and support each other, we can make it a better place for everyone. I know you might not understand everything I'm saying right now, but trust me, it will all make sense in time. Just keep working hard, stay true to yourself, and never give up on your goals. Sincerely, your older and much wiser self. P.S. You have a wonderful voice and a beautiful smile. Let them shine.
Oh, that was
We're
so
done.
nice.
Oh, we made it. Are you all okay?
Yeah. I felt like I was listening to a self-help podcast. It's all about taking care of yourself.
Oh,
but
wow.
it just but it just goes to show that at that time in your life, that's what you needed.
I really needed that. Yeah. There was so much more, but
I know I could have written.
I could have written a whole book, but that was kind of the, touching the important parts.
Now that you've written this, how do you feel?
Good, actually.
I think this is an experience you should try it out.
Yeah,
Try
write a
and-
letter.
Yeah, write a letter to yourself. And you might think that as you start writing it, what am I going to say? But then you think, okay, I need to stop now. That's how I felt. As you said, we could have written a book, could have continued.
It'll just flow and flow and flow. I'm actually going to keep this letter. I have a memory box where I keep all things that have meaning to me. And one day, because we all pass, this will be left to my children. And this letter will definitely be inside there.
That's why I decided to write it in my journal. I write every day. So I did think I'll just take a random paper. And I thought, no, let me write it in my journal. And I just dated it and I'll write it why, that it was for the show.
I love that you stick to the same journal. I think I have 9 I started because I'll write, then I'll skip some days, then I'll write again. And then I'll go shopping and see a super cute one. And I'm like, this is the journal I have to have. This will keep me on track. Get the journal, write 2 pages, put the journal away, get another one.
It sounds familiar, but just stick. I was like, okay, in order for me to start the other journal, let me finish this one. So this is, if I don't know even what year this is from. Anyway, so I advise everyone to do this. It is very an emotional experience, but one that will bring you much peace, I feel. Yeah?
It does.
Anyway, with this letter or opening of our personal lives, We will take a short break and we'll be right back because we have some interesting questions to ask one another. See you in a bit.
Stay tuned. And we are back. If you missed the segment so far, or the episode so far, we have been, we were basically reading out letters that we wrote to our younger self. Mayya started. I continued. And it was very interesting and heavy, but I think also inspiring. Now we're taking it to the next level. We both wrote down 3 questions to ask the other.
We have a total of 6.
6, so 3 and 3.
No.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Oh, thank you so much, Vanessa. I don't know what I would have done without you.
It's fine.
We have a total of 6 questions each to ask one another.
Hiya, you said 3 each.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, let's go with the flow. Let's go with the flow.
It's okay, I'm prepared. Anyway, fine. So we'll be doing
For once,
6.
she's prepared.
I am so ready for this.
Okay, go.
We're going to get the heavy stuff out of the way, and then we're going to do the light stuff.
Hiya.
You all ready? So who's going first?
You ask
You
me.
want me to? Okay. All right. What is your biggest fear?
Oh my goodness, I have the same question for you.
This is why we're sisters.
So my biggest fear is, I guess, I don't know how to answer this one. My biggest fear would be not knowing what will happen in the future. More specifically, not knowing when my loved ones will die. I know this is very weird, but that's my fear. I look at my mom, my loved ones, my kids, and I'm thinking, I know at some point they're going to go, but when? So having this thought makes me cherish the time I have with them more. But it's a fear that I have of losing those who I love.
That would have been my answer. So now you're going to have to ask me something else.
Hiya. So the question I have for you is, if you could go back and change one thing about the past, your past, what would it be and why? Just one thing.
I wouldn't have gotten engaged the first time I did.
Okay, that was like top.
Because I was way too young, way too naive, way too naive, and way too, I guess, naive and believing makes too trusting.
How old were you?
I was 21.
I have the feeling you were going to say I got married when I was 21.
Yeah, I was 21.
Think we're not ready to make that kind of decision at 21.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, your turn. You ask.
Okay, next question. What motivates you to do your best?
My children.
Oh, that's so cute.
I want them to grow up remembering how Mama was always working hard, but also she was also there for us. So I want them to see the balance of the mother that I was for them, being there for them, but also going after my dreams. And I hope that they can use that and be that kind of personality for their kids and my grandkids.
That's wonderful.
Thanks.
It's a good motivator. Okay, shoot.
Oh, do you have any regrets about life? Your life?
Not necessarily, no.
Good.
Because I feel like everything, I view life, and I've said this before, I view life like a staircase. Every step that you
Staircase
take.
going up, going down?
No, going hopefully up.
I'm just checking the direction.
Every step you take, you need to take it to go to the next step. It's just, and sometimes you don't realize why you had to take a certain step until you're at the top and you look down, you're like, that's why I had to go through that.
Sometimes you're forced to take some steps. Sometimes you just want to willingly take it. Yes, I'll go there. So no.
Yeah.
But as long as you're going up, that's the right direction to go, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's necessary. It's necessary. But I mean, at the time you'll feel like, especially when you're young and you're, for example, if you're leaving a relationship, you question yourself, am I making the right decision? Was I too hard on the other party, for example? But then you get up the stairs and you get married to somebody else and you look back, you're like, that's why that didn't work. Okay, makes sense now.
Okay. Is it your turn?
Is it?
Yes, to ask me.
Okay, yes. Okay. This is a lighthearted one. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I would go to Iceland to see the Northern Lights.
Oh, why is that? That's on my list.
I said it first. doesn't
it's
stop
on
it.
It's been on my Pinterest board, so I
So
pinned
me
it first.
too. Well, we can both
Can
go.
we go together?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because I don't know. I'd love to, but I don't know if it's realistic.
Oh.
I'm just being honest.
We make it work.
Hiya, Messi.
We are going
Say
to
when
Iceland.
and where. Hiya. Say when and where.
And dress up warm.
Okay, because you're a foodie, I have to ask you, what are your favorite spices?
Cumin, and more cumin. No, I love cumin, cardamom, and cinnamon.
The 3 C's.
The 3 C's. Oh, yeah. Wow.
Okay. You're
Ooh,
10.
I need a t-shirt. I love the 3 C's. That is so, can be really taken in different ways. Okay, next question. What are your goals for the future?
Vanessa, this is such an interview question.
Sorry.
Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
This is an interview, though.
It's not an interview.
FYI.
No, it's not.
It
You're
is.
on the wrong show. But
Getting to know you and me. It's called interviewing.
so what was the question again?
What are your goals for the future? Where do you see yourself? Where do you hope to see yourself? Where do you hope to go?
Okay, I got it. Thanks. Well, I hope I'm not going to focus too long into the future, just taking next year because we're at the end of the year. 2023 I'm claiming it's my year, inshallah. I'm going to be a successful entrepreneur. I'm going full force on my business.
I'm here for it.
Thanks. And yeah, I'm really excited about the success that awaits me, inshallah. Stay tuned. So I want to know, Vanessa, 2 fun things that you have on your bucket list. Now, I know one of them now, as you've already shared, is to go to the Northern Lights. What are 2 other things that are fun, not like serious?
I want to go to Machu Picchu.
Nani? Where?
Machu Picchu. Hamjui?
Simjui, utamsame.
Ako mbali, lakini mzuri. Machu Picchu.
Abdullah, please tell me I'm not the only one.
Abdallah, you know where Machu Picchu is, please.
The Inca. So
the
why
Mayas,
don't you
the
just
Incas
say?
and the
Why
Mayas?
don't you just say that like normal people?
Because it's Machu Picchu.
Okay.
The Incas. So Incas and Mayas, yeah, very interesting. I like that.
For Mayya, who doesn't know that.
Something else that's exciting. I don't know if I would. Well, it's on my bucket list though. And I wanted to do this 2 years ago, and then COVID happened. I really want to have a huge picnic session with all my followers that are in Oman, and kind of like a potluck. Bring your own food, bring your own mat, and we
So
all
make it
sit
happen.
down.
2023.
Yeah, no, that's the plan.
Inshallah.
So I really want to just get together with everybody, get to know everybody, have food, and have laughter.
But if the number of followers you have in Oman, you need a really big place.
Kurum.
We already know the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I know where. When
Now
you
we
walk, kurum.
we
When
just
you walk
need
to
the
the
date.
end, there's a football pitch.
Okay. So now
Around
you know
there.
where we'll be gathering one day soon.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Ready for the next question?
Uh-huh.
Okay. What is your favorite thing about yourself?
My character. My kindness, which I used to feel was a weakness. But I think God gave me a really good heart and soul. So I've learned to love and accept myself.
MashaAllah. That's a good one.
Interesting. I'd love to know the same about you.
Mine? Same.
You can't steal
No,
my-
it is unfortunately
I'm
this is
joking.
the same, yeah. And you of all people know this because you've lectured me numerous times.
Yes, I have.
You're like, Vanessa, you are not you're not a mat for people. You need to take a stance.
I hope I don't sound like that, but okay.
No, but sometimes you do the Tanzanian auntie accent when you're giving me a lecture.
Yes.
Yeah,
That happens when you're my friend.
Yeah, but sometimes, like you said, when you wear your heart on your sleeve, you do get taken advantage of and stuff, and it can be viewed as a weakness, but just keep wearing it on. Wear your heart on your sleeve and just let things be.
Thank you for doing this with me. I know it's not easy to be vulnerable, especially on air.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's not easy to be with you. I was going to be like, yeah,
Oh
but
my
you know.
goodness. I just told you I'm kind. What more do you want? But anyway, this was a light-hearted introduction. Well, kind of heavy, but hopefully you don't feel the heaviness. And we're just going to take a short break, and then we'll be back to talk about what we felt, how the season went. Mm-hmm. Yeah?
Catch you in a bit. we're back. You're listening to Oman FM, and this is a show, The Soul Sisters, with me, Vanessa Mehri, and the lovely
Mayya outside. In the studio.
In the flesh. So, if you missed most of the show, just a bit of a recap. We wrote letters to our younger selves, which were rather interesting, sort of about the lessons learned. So you can find a repeat of this. Well, you can tune in on Saturday at 7 p.m. for a repeat, or you can also find us on YouTube, Oman FM. Okay, so we are now about to wrap up.
Because this is the last episode of the season, so I thought it would be nice for us to, talk about the season. How was it?
Our thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
Again,
We're all
about our thoughts and feelings.
Well, we're two women. I mean, please. It's always going to be thoughts and feelings.
That's a stereotype, but okay. All right. So, what was your most memorable episode so far? Did I say it right? Episode.
Yeah. Most memorable episode. I think, because this was our show, I think each show had something that I love. But the one, actually there are two that really stood out for me. One was Light Skin Pass.
I have a master's degree in psychology, and I wrote my thesis about why younger women in Oman, specifically in Salalah, try to whiten or lighten their skin. I would receive comments about, the color of my skin, like, wow, you're so pretty, but it's such a shame that you're black.
No way, Fatih, please.
Yeah.
Right in your face. There's no sugarcoating.
In my face, no sugarcoating. And these are from ladies,
Are these the aunties?
Nope. Women
even.
my age. And it always surprised me, in the beginning I was offended. But then I thought, maybe they don't know any better. And then it became like, I just laugh about it. And then I thought, no, I have to reply to this. And so that instigated me wanting to write the research about black skin.
We managed to talk about a topic that is taboo. And I love that everybody actually had a reaction to that topic, because that's what we want. We want people to react to the topics we share. And many agreed with it, and many called us out on it, saying that, no, this is not happening. And some were offended. And, I explained in the comments, and that is her point of view. And she actually did a study, and it based on where she was at that point in time. Maybe things are no longer the same. And we'd hope that by talking more about these topics, that things do change. So that was one of the memorable ones. I think the other one, I don't know, maybe you have it down, so I won't say it.
Yeah, no, I definitely loved that one. I love Toxic Aunties.
Yes.
I liked the third soul sister that joined us. The baby soul sister.
Aziza.
When we say toxic aunties and uncles, by the way, it doesn't have to mean my mom's sisters or my dad. Literally, when we say aunties in our communities, you can mean any auntie.
Out of respect.
Out of respect, you say auntie and uncle. Aziza, the weight is still not off. And I'm like, Auntie, I just had the baby 2 months ago. Can I have a break? It takes 9 months to have the baby.
There's no button to push like, khalas, we are done. The baby has left the building. Boop.
Honestly, I feel like everyone can be toxic sometimes, and you don't realize you're being toxic. To them, they're like, oh, we're just looking out for you. But in your head, you're like, I swear to God, I just want that sambusa.
Yeah, give it to me, please.
I'm hungry.
That was really enjoyable. And I think some of you really liked it as well, because I had a lot of people write in with some very funny stories. So those are and also another memorable one for me was obviously having my mother here.
That was nice.
There are some good tips Dominique, my mom, will be sharing. This is so I can't refer to you with your first name. I feel like a shoe will fly my way.
Just say Mama. She is your mother.
I feel like just now, when I say her name, I'm like, I'm gonna duck because something's gonna happen.
Shoe there.
Yeah, that's forever going to live out there. So that's a special one.
It's a special one for me too. One, because it was the one of divorce, which I really speak a lot on. And of course, having Auntie here was really nice. Just felt like I was between family. We're just at home having a cup of tea, discussing divorce. Yeah. One more, sorry. I think we're going to end up going through all of them, but one that really as well, I think had a great impact was Aging Gracefully.
Yes.
I knew right from my 20s that I was not one of the people that wanted to grow old gracefully. I do not want to do that. I want to grow old as disgracefully as I possibly can.
I'm really glad we got that one out there.
Yeah, and I really hope it helped somebody, who's struggling with the beauty standards that are out there, the unattainable beauty standards out there.
And all these episodes, as Vanessa said, are available on Oman FM YouTube channel. Okay, during this season, did you learn anything? Was there something that... Why are you laughing?
Lessons learned.
Okay, so what were they?
Well, I learned to eat oats in the morning again.
Okay. Because of that healthy
We did a
oats.
health, yes. And honestly, it's made a big difference. And I know other people who have also started having oats in the morning, like around 10. And they too said they felt really good for the rest of the day. So I'm onto something. Have your oats. What about you?
Lessons learned in general, I think this is from a personal point of view, not anything that I've learned within the episodes that we did per se. It's just that this whole show for us was a thought that turned into a reality. So for me, the most lesson learned for my own development and from my own life is to don't be afraid of, as you said to yourself earlier, to take risks. Yeah, this was very scary at one point. Well, maybe more for Vanessa because it's the first time hosting. I've done this before, but not in this, in the studio with the audiovisual. I've done mainly live shows on the radio, but this was scary. But I'm so glad we did it because the impact that we've had, the growth, even recording now, it's just become so easy. It's just so natural because we've done it and we're comfortable and we have great support. Abdullah Ma'wadi and his team. Everyone has been so supportive during our journey. So thank you so much.
Thank you, team. We couldn't be here without you. And
this is just, icing on the, not cherry on top of the icing. The real thing goes behind these cameras. So yeah, thank you. And of course the listeners.
Yeah, without them, honestly, like you said, I was mortified when I started this journey. I was so, again, because you have these internal battles and horrible internal conversations, don't you? Well, I did. And I was scared, like, who wants to listen to me? So
self-doubt creeping in there.
Yeah, but, you keep going. And again, for me, the Swahili food family are really a family. I have people that regularly write in and really give me their feedback, and if I'm quiet, they're still writing in to check up on me.
That's so sweet.
They really, honestly, I'm so blessed. I love you guys so much. You have no idea of the level I love you, but I really, really do. What did you love the most about coming to this show? Like the crew?
This is gonna sound really bad, but it's kind of like the highlight of my week. I just look forward to coming here, knowing that we're going to talk about something important. I'm going to be in the studio doing what I love with those who I love. So, I just looked forward to coming to the studio.
It was
our car drive together.
Oh, listening to music on the way here, the conversations we have, the conversations in the studio, the conversations with Abdullah. I wish we had more behind the scenes because it was hilarious.
I think
so much laughter.
Be careful what you wish for. I'm just saying.
Oh, I can see him shaking his head. So I don't know, guys, you might be in for some bloopers.
Chivalry. A thing of the past. Chivalry.
Chivalry.
So maybe we don't.
With a British accent.
Chivalry.
Chivalry.
He's so chivalrous.
Chivalrous. Chivalrous.
Okay.
Chivalry. How would an Arab say chivalry?
He wouldn't.
Yeah, so much laughter. It was definitely also a highlight for me, and therapeutic because as you know, we have babies, and that can be really, really rough to balance having teenagers and having a new baby. So trying to play that and both roles can be exhausting. So coming here was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we hope we can continue to do so in the seasons
knows?
to come, inshallah.
Who knows?
Any final thoughts, Vanessa? Like any final words of advice to our listeners and viewers?
Words of advice. I would say, look, no matter where you are in life, the story doesn't end. It'll always keep going and it'll always get better and better. You are going to have ups, you are going to have down. It's kind of like a Netflix series. It goes doop, doop, doop. So when it's down, don't be bummed out about it. Just keep going. Just hold on, keep going. It's going to be fine.
For me, I would say change is the one thing that is constantly changing. So it's the one, how can I say this? So change is constantly changing. So accept the fact that change is always going to change. Yeah. So as you have told me, let it come, let it go, let it flow.
Woo!
And before we close off, I'd really like to say a big thank you to all of those who tuned in, who listened, who shared, who commented. We are here because of you. We are here for you. I'd also like to thank our guests who joined us this season. Thank you so much for your time, for sharing your stories, your knowledge. We appreciate you. Thank you for taking a risk with us. And here's to the future, to other seasons, inshallah, to come. And thank you for allowing us into your hearts.
It's a wrap.
Thank you, Vanessa. Love you. Oops, I'm getting caught up here. Here we go again.
Oh, crack my back. There.
Bye. See you soon. Ma salama.
Kwaheri.